You're watching game 137, Elite Women Victoria versus WA. Apologies for the late start on commentary. We've got Caitlin Timbedseld about to hop back in the pool after being sin-binned. That's for this court. Yeah, that's charging.
So although New Zealand are playing in this competition, they can't predict the amount of players that aren't from Australia, but they can still compete and dominate.
Sorry, I'm just trying to work out who's who, which way we're going here. Victoria obviously fighting there on the wall. WA looks like they've picked it up, making an advance. Flicks it out. Nice flick wide, but contested by Victoria. WA's still got possession, but flicked it directly. Oh, because it's a ref puck, that's why. I was like, couldn't work out why the WA player flicked it to Victorian. So Victoria's playing white, WA's playing black. WA looks like they were going to bring it wide. Yes, they are bringing it wide. Just switching direction. Still looking for the space. Gets a nice clear goal go, but was a little bit slow and actually swimming forward, and the defence pounced on them. Victoria's taken it over to the wall. It's been a call against Victoria. It'll be WA's puck. A few players from Victoria subbing there, taking that opportunity. They'll timeout white. It's still a white timeout. I will read team lists, probably run out of the time this time out, but I'll read team lists out, so don't worry, you will hear them. In 10 seconds the game will resume. It doesn't wait for the ref's call. The timer basically drives that. So players down and ready. WA driving forward. Victoria comes out with it, but it's been a ref call against WA. Victoria puck.
So New South Wales will be wanting to lock this down, try and limit this scoreline as much as possible.
Oh, have refs changed their mind? It's all right. Or they just all came back again. So it looks like it is WA's puck. Oh, was it equal puck? That's what happened. Lots of bodies we can't quite see, but WA has come out with it, looking for an option. Switch one way, switch the other way. Nice curl. Gets it off to their teammate, who goes wide on the other side for a pretty clean goal. Nice. We'll get the number in a minute, and I'll be able to tell you who that was. Player number 1 for WA, who is Sam Blackcombe. She's the captain of the team, and actually I was just co-commentating with her father earlier at the previous game. So they're from the Bunbury Club in WA, who held nationals a few years ago. It was a great nationals. WA gets there first, flick and follow, but Victoria picks it up, but contested. Victoria making some ground, just chipping it up the wall. Victoria still has possession and is trying to get it through, but there's a lot of black there. Can't get it off to their player, so Victoria manages possession. But there's been another call. I think the ref that called it is still down, so they're waiting for that ref to tell us which way it goes. Oh, he doesn't like the position of that. Moves it forward a couple of metres in Victoria's favour. And it's against Vic. WA puck.
Because New Zealand is such a go aggressive team, they do get called for a fair amount of stick infringement because of the way they play.
Chipping up. Whoa, I don't think you can do that. Hand around somebody's shoulder. That is not on. From the WA player. Yep. So against WA, Victoria's puck. I don't know if it was for what I saw or if it was another infringement, but yeah, it is a non-contact sport. There is incidental contact when you curl and stuff with another player, but you can't deliberately reach down and touch another player's body. The only things that are supposed to be able to touch is the stick onto the puck. Of course, a lot more than that happens. But that is officially what is supposed to happen. Just the stick on the puck. It's against Victoria. WA making an advance on the goal. Lots of bodies down. Victoria's fullback staying back there, or maybe it's the off half is staying back there just in case they break through, but they were unable to. Against WA. Victoria doing a good job here in defence. WA haven't scored for a long time, but they don't seem to be able to get it successfully up into their half. Just keeps getting picked up by WA at the halfway line. Victoria still maintained possession, but other than it's against Vic, call against Vic. So other than retaining possession, they weren't really doing anything very productive there. They weren't getting ground up the wall, but they weren't losing ground either. Black timeout, WA's timeout. We've got still under 4 minutes in the first half. Plays restarted after the timeout. WA's puck taking it really wide, making a big switch over the other side of the pool. It was nice when they're playing down close to us because we could see something. What did the ref see there? Because literally that was 3 passes between WA players and nothing else. There must have been some activity off puck. So for elite women in the round robin standings, WA is second and Victoria is fifth. So, potentially a bit of a mismatch in terms of standings. But anything can happen in hockey. And like everything during the competition, you just get better and better. So potentially Victoria is going to lift. But WA is a very strong side. So, I mean, you have to say that Victoria's held them down to only 1 goal so far. That is a fantastic effort. Victoria's puck, trying to find her teammates. WA's stopped it, but didn't actually gain possession. Victoria's still pushing it forward, taking it a bit wide, but curling it back, looking for that player to try to drive it in. They weren't able to, successfully saved by WA, but they're still fighting there. Close, you can't run. Oh, number 7 was put out. Right, didn't see that happen. Number 7 from WA. Let's just have a look who that is. Amber Frame. Oh, sorry, it's on the screen. Amber Frame is out. She'll be coming back in shortly. So I don't. So WA's puck along the wall, fighting. I think WA's come out with it. Flick forward.
This is really hard work on the defender. Like, it's almost a guaranteed goal. That's why it is cool, because the goal is guaranteed if that thing didn't happen. So she just got to...
Oh, it's a Victoria player out. Oh. All right. Victoria player is out. We don't know that number. Can't see that from here. But there is a Victorian player sitting in the sin bin. Victoria has possession now, but you want to be pretty careful when you've... she's back in. They're back to full strength of 6. Caitlin Bensel. So let's have a look. So that's the Victorian player that was out, but she appears to be back in. So I think that's been a bit of a delay in getting that up. So a little bit confusing there for us, since they're actually counting her down now, but they must have done a manual count because she's back in the water. WA still haven't successfully scored for quite a while, so Victoria's done a good job at holding them out.
It's also a long comp, and a lot of the New South Wales girls are also juniors, so they would have already played.
It is half time now, so I can read the team lists. So from WA, we have Amber Frame 7, Ashley McKenzie 10, Emma Rowan 4, Jane Gilligan 13, Jasmine Mann 12, Georgia Horsfall 12, Casey Hoskins 5, Kaya Digney 6, Meg Barling 3, Nellie Lee 9, Sam Blackham 1, she's the captain, and Zoe Canavan 8. They've got 4 players who also played for under 19 women, so 4 junior players. And then for the Victorians, we have Astrid Stubbich 15, Belinda Keeley the captain 7, Danny Gibson 5, Emma Lamar 5, Caitlin Ten Bensel the vice captain 11, Kirstine Reid 13, Lacey Phillips 12, Merrin Quilford 8, Neve Reesley 2, Nina Barra Macaulay 4, Romy Keppel 10, and Tanya Hansen 1.
17 seconds, 17 seconds, 17. Oh,
Still a minute to go in this half time. Yeah. So, like I said, WA's in second place in the round robin, and Victoria is in 5th place at the moment. But it depends whether or not they've all both played equal number of games as to whether or not that is the final standing. We're moving into semis this afternoon, so these games all become very important, because if Victoria were able to win and get up into from 5th position to 4th position, then they'd be in the medal playoffs. Otherwise, they won't be able to do that. Not too much longer of half time now. 20 seconds to go. Of course, the players have switched sides, so WA is coming from the right of your screen towards the left, Victoria coming from the left. Game will resume very shortly. And we're off. We're watching the WA players come in, but they hit the puck almost at the same time. But the Victorians lost sight of it, and it was taken over to WA. WA making strong ground down the wall, trying to get it out away from the wall and get it into clear space, but Victoria swimming it over. Oh no, WA still bringing it down. Pulled up by Victoria. I'm trying to use their body position to make... No, Victoria, sorry. I'm trying to watch the play and talk. Apparently those two things can't happen. Oh, Victoria, WA driving in strongly, but cleared. Looks like that was cleared by Victoria, but let's see what the ref saw. The ref saw a stick infringement against WA. So the stick can only touch the puck. It can't touch other players' sticks, hands, arms, any of those things. Victoria's puck. Victoria picks it up with WA picks it up with a nice curl, but Victoria's still trying to chip it up the wall. Oh, nice twist around and curl there. Wasn't really a curl, it was more like a body twist to actually get that puck swerve. It's against WA. Victoria's still having the puck. Good job, Victoria, getting it through initially, but WA has picked it up. Call again against WA. Victoria's puck didn't get it off to their player. So suddenly on the back foot. WA moving up the wall. We're having to switch cameras to keep up with the players. They've gained the ground all the way almost to goal. WA are giving our camera switchers a lot of work here because they're moving down really fast. Usually we can leave it on one camera for a long time, but that one was a bit furious. Looks like that's against Vic, I think. Yes, against Victoria. Right, time for WA to reset and see if they can find a good option to get through to that tray. They haven't been able to for quite a while. Refs decided that the puck should be a bit further forward so the puck should go to wherever the infringement happened. A nice swerve through by WA. Still looking to push it forwards. A curl and looking for their player. A backwards curl. A backwards flick to try to get it closer to goal. And refs are saying that is against WA. So there was an infringement there by WA. Victoria's doing a good job at keeping WA right down. Not giving them many scoring opportunities. Even if they're winning possession in a lot of the contests. Nicely protected. Well done to the Victorian player protecting the puck. Continuing to bring it up. WA player holding it on the wall. Call again for chopping, which is a stick infringement against WA. Nice to see someone on the chat who's cheering for Victoria, watching from Hobart. Victoria is doing a good job at holding WA down. WA haven't been able to score for a long time. Victoria looking for their options. WA putting it in the corner. Victoria down there trying to work out how to get it out. Protecting the puck. WA's looking for that option, but then can they get it to that player? Punched through by Victoria. Back to the wall. Oh, the subbing in player coming in and straight onto the puck, but there was call. Looks like it's a WA puck. Choosing to go wide, get into clear space is a little bit of a risk because you're crossing across the goal tray. So if Victoria had got possession, they were in a better position to score. But WA are very, very confident, swimming fast and maintaining control of the puck. Just not sure. I think there's a player being kicked out here from Victoria. They're climbing out of the pool now. Hopefully they tell us the number pretty soon so I can tell you what's going on. But South Australia has a sin bin player. Victoria has a sin bin player. Sorry, I'm too used to calling South Australian games. Caitlin Tenbensel again. This is her second time in the sin bin. Obviously playing very furiously. Nice strong drive by WA. Still going, looking for that player to pick it up straight away. Flicked it into the middle, but following. Victoria manages to clear it to the corner. Flick forward to the forward player, but WA managed to get it. Nicely picked up by Victoria. Trying to swim it forward, doesn't have the strength to get past. Oh, they did eventually when the other player went up. Caitlin was out for 2 minutes, so she's still got another minute to go. It was barging. Yeah. It's against Victoria. So Victoria are down to 5 players and the call is against them. WA just trying to get it into the tray. Victoria playing very, very good defence to keep them out. Still trying to push it, but Victoria's fighting furiously, continue and following their flicks, but in the end, still fighting on the tray. Still fighting on the tray. How Victoria cleared that goal. That was an impressive effort. Having only 5 players in the water and clearing a goal after it was that long fighting on the tray. Referee timeout. It's looking a bit stormy here on the Gold Coast. Not the usual blue skies that we've had lately. But I think we're all a bit relieved. The rain, we don't mind the rain. It's pretty hot in the pool when you're playing. Caitlin's going to be hopping back in a minute. A few more seconds out and then she'll be back into the game. So Victoria just have to keep that pressure on. A penalty shot for WA. This is always fun. So the defender has to keep their hand on the wall as they drop down until the WA player touches the puck. Then they can go forward. It's very hard to defend and it's in the bin. It's very hard to defend a penalty shot. That's the whole point of it. There was obviously an infringement when they were going for goal that they thought was worthy of giving them that opportunity. It's not quite a gimme. A really good defender can sometimes ref time out. Did they see something else on that penalty shot that the attacking players do have to make sure they don't do a dangerous flick. That's one thing that you can stuff up when you're doing a penalty shot. You can't actually flick it into the defender's head and shoulders area. I don't know if that's what that was. I don't think it was. Seemed pretty clean to me. But I'm not a referee. Poor old Caitlin's sitting on the side waiting to get back in. It's white time out now. Looks like Victorian players are returning to their end, so I don't think it's another penalty shot. We don't know what that ref timeout was about. But Victoria's done a brilliant job here, have held WA down to only 1 goal, but 1 goal is still 1 goal. Now it's 2 goals with the penalty shot. And that goal was for number 1 player for WA, who is Sam Blackham, the captain. Timeout's about to end, game will restart, off they go. Victoria have possession. Making some really good ground. Victoria are playing very well. It's really bucketing down. Spectators are retreating to the bleachers where they're not going to be rained on quite so hard. Victoria bringing it all the way over to the wall where it's safe. Because there's been another call by the ref. I think it's against... Can we see who's... It's against Vic. Or fiberglass.
New Zealand with a strike, they flick it off to their wing.
WA making quite a lot of progress up the wall, but not being able to pull it into the middle for an attack at goal. Victoria looks like they have possession at the moment, but can't also make progress. WA's got it out of there. Driving forward, flicking it, looking for a player. Victoria's got down.
New Zealand driving it into the goal train now.
Trying to curl, but back into trouble. Victoria clearing that goal. That goal attempt, I should say.
Hold time in the last 2 minutes, which means that if you collate all the games all up, by the time it's the last game, the last game's half an hour late. Whereas in the junior competition, they refused to hold time in the last 2 minutes, so that it wasn't as delayed. So there's a number of
Victoria edging it up.
it is bucketing down.
Still in defensive mode here. You can't. You really have to keep it on the wall. You can't afford to bring it out too early, or it could be picked up by the opposition and swung back into towards their goal.
Strong strike. New Zealand win. That centre looks so strong on the strike. She's like down and ready. Number 3. Oh, Kara's in there. Kara's in there.
Wow, it's absolutely bucketing down now. Not that it matters when it's an underwater sport, but it still affects vision. It affects the ref's vision with the deck ref and the players watching their players come in from subs.
Up the game and get all this space. Look at that.
Victoria giving themselves some space, a bit of a breather. 2 minutes to go. Score is 0-2 WA's way.
Alright, 3 minutes left. Oh, Zoe Houston. Okay, that's got to be like 6 goals.
Victoria takes it to claims. Refs are having another chat. What did they see?
Just because you score lots of goals doesn't necessarily mean it just means you're very good at putting that back.
Ah, right. My co-person here on the streaming desk suggests to me that the refs were just making sure that the scorers knew to stop the clock now, because it's only 2 minutes. Within the last 2 minutes of the game, the clock stops, and that's why some of the streaming the games are starting late, because the previous games might have had a lot of stoppages in those last 2 minutes, which made the game go longer. Black is having a timeout. That's WA. The coach will probably be saying that, impressing upon them the importance of now playing more of a defensive game, because they are in the winning position, and if they continue to keep Victoria from scoring, they will win the game. But if they start to be too aggressive attacking, there is a chance that they could leave the puck loose for Victoria to get a couple of quick goals in. So that's most likely the strategy. More of a defensive game. Got a reminder how tropical it is up here when it really starts raining, but it's still lovely and warm. So plays resumed. Victoria's taking it to the wall. So not Victoria, WA. Victoria's got it back. But it just keeps being contested. There's just WA players everywhere down that wall. Big switch over from WA away from the camera, so it's going to be harder to see. It looks like Victoria has possession. WA's got it back. Advancing forward. Oh, there you go. There's a Victorian player. But they still haven't been able to get a clear run. What they need is a really quick goal. And put pressure back on WA. But they're not getting that opportunity. WA's defence is relentless. WA has got a player sent out. Hopefully it'll come up on the screen soon so we can tell who it is. They tried to sit down in Victoria's sin bin, but they've been sent over to their own sin bin. That's Amber Frame. She's been out before. We've seen her name before. Victoria using this opportunity to make an advance on the goal. Chipping it down, but with 30 seconds to go, they're not going to be able to do much useful to change the result of the game. WA having a big swim over. They'll just try to hold it up onto the wall here, I think. Victoria's desperate to get it back into play. They've got to make this opportunity. 10 seconds to go. Amber will be out for the rest of the game. A flick forward, but it doesn't matter because it's full time here. The end result, Victoria 0, WA Elite Women 2. A victorious game for WA, but the score was kept down very low with excellent defence by Victoria. That is the final score. Game 137. Thanks for watching here at the Australian Underwater Hockey National Championships on the Gold Coast.